Hi everyone, welcome to my craft room. Today is day 31 of the 100-day project, and I'm doing a little envelope to send a happy mail in. So, pardon me, this is what I'm doing, and these can be made any size. This one's 7 by 4.5. And it's going into I think the envelope is 9 by 5 or 6 or something. So it's a big envelope. What I've done for the closure, I've got a whale tail. So I've just used 2 whale tails to close it. And then I've just put a little oval there and made the envelope. And I think this is great to just put your bits in for your happy mail. I'll just finish decorating the front, then I'm going to stop the video because my hubby is going to take this off to the post office for me. So I'll do that. And where's my glue? There we are. And then we'll get back to making another one. But I thought I just wanted to show you what it was before he went off to the mail and did the mail run. And I'm just going to, and this is just little bits of all sorts that I'm popping on here. This is a Tracy Fox from her compendium kit, a little circle. I'm just going to pop that there just to pretty it up a little bit. And then this one. So it doesn't have to be too elaborate. And I'm just using my craft glue to put that piece of, it's an old piece of material. And that will stick on there beautifully. And then I've just got a flower to go on there. And I'm just going to touch those centre pieces because I'm not going to cut around them today. So this is an idea to pop into for your happy mails, and then it's also something that the recipient can pop into a journal. So it's quite versatile. So we're just going to go there. And to finish it off, I'm quite partial. Oh my gosh, I just took the leaf off. I'm quite partial to Tracy's numbers. Oh no, that came from underneath it there. Whoops. So I just want to pop a little number. Oh dear, dear, dear. I don't barrack for the swans, I barrack for the crows. But these were in a second-hand shop, and $1 for 3 of them, I think it was. And I thought, well, what a great way to use what for my little tickets. Not that I haven't got plenty of stuff around to use anyway, but you know, we all got to have a little bit extra. Okay, and that's got a little label on the back of it. A sticker, I mean it is a sticker, and you just pop that onto that little piece there. And I think that is a cute little gift. I won't tell you what's in it because the recipient might be watching and I don't want them to know yet. Okay, I will say that they'll come in handy. Okay, so that's that. I'll just stop the video while I get this to my hubby, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Parcel on its way. Now, this can be done with any paper that you like. I've just got a sheet of commercial writing paper. It's an typewriting book. I've got a piece of manuscript. I've got a piece of music paper. And then these are just 2 pieces of scrapbook paper. So I'm going to do the manuscript one first, and we'll see what time we've got left to do another. Okay, what I did, and I'm going to do this one up this way. So I basically decided where I wanted it to go and how to fold it over. And that's, you must admit, that's going to be a nice little size. Okay, so then I just folded it. Now I am in frame, aren't I? Yep. Woohoo! We're on a roll. And I just left half a thumbprint, just so that there's a little bit of a gap at the top, and then I just folded that down as well, like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do now is just trim the side here, and what I want to do is go from, it's gone, the scissors are gone. Okay, I'm just going to do 1/2 inch. Where did they go to? Yeah, they just vanished, don't they? So I'm just going to trim 1/2 inch up to this bottom score line. So that will be the bottom of the envelope. So I'm just going to take my and bring it down. So there's 1/2 inch, flip it over, 1/2 inch, and go up to that score line. I wish I knew where those scissors went. Oh, there they go. Got them, because I wanted the smaller ones. Now, I'm just going to take diagonally to that score line. So that is to where it's folded. Okay, so just a diagonal cut to where that's folded. Fold that one over. No, let me do it this way. Up to there where that one is, just cut straight up to it, and then do a diagonal cut. Okay, so you've got like that. Over the other side, straight up to the edge, and a diagonal cut, like that. Okay, now you can use anything to do here. The last one I used the circle of my whale tail. You can use a circle punch. This time I've got this little one and it's a notch. If you've got a envelope punch board, you can use the notch setting on that and just pop it in. Because this is a smaller one, I only want a bit of a smallish notch. So I'm just eyeballing, and then I've just got a little notch like that. And then all you would need to do is you could use score tape to go down each side. I'm just going to do glue. You could score this if you wanted to, so that it folds over, but I just want to go straight over, and you can pretty much do that without having to score the line. There we go. So this is very basic, but like I said before, I think it's a bit cute. Rachel's today is doing a follow-up on her staggered journal, and I did finish mine yesterday, so I thought, well, it looks like I'm going to be a little bit ahead, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so now, because I've got that like that, just go straight up and cut it off like that. Okay, now that one's rolled over from the pulling it out of the book. So just cut that straight down like that. And then around the corners of that one. Now from here you can do whatever you like. Okay. Now what I did, I have got a few bits that I punched out with my whale tail, and I'm just going to glue a couple of these together to make them a little bit stiffer. This is just with book page. I just punched them out so that just used up a few book pages, and I thought, well, that'll be, whoops, get in there, just sliding it so they are together. And that's made it a bit sturdy. Probably 3 would be the better option, so I might just do that. Once they dry, they will be very stiff. And then, you know, being book page, you can tea dye them. You can have your books tea dyed. You can have you can stamp on them. You can just colour them. Whatever takes the old fancy. So these I'm going to, so I've got that one. I'll do another. And I'm just going to leave them plain. I just like the natural colour, and I think it will go all right over there. So I've got a couple of videos, this one today, and then tomorrow I've got a, I'm just going to use some book pages. I've been watching Patricia Viramontes, and God, I love watching that lady. And I've got a couple of ideas there to use. Okay, so that's happening tomorrow. Okay, so this one is just going to oh, that one's coming. It's just not quite, as it's folded up, it's moved, so I'm just going to trim that edge there, and that's only because I've put so many layers together. Okay, so we just cross like that, and then this one goes here, center it up, and I always put that little straight mark there against the edge, and there you have your bookmark. Now this one is going to go like that. Okay, so this one is going to be glued together. And then I'm going to glue across from the line and across there. So if you haven't got whale tails, you can use your tags that come with the kits. You can draw a shape. There's a multitude of things that you can use, and it's quite easy to make the whale tail. Now, how did I? Oh, I know, I'll show you in a second how to make a whale tail if you haven't got one. Okay, so there's your little envelope, and you've got your little closure, and I think that's beautiful. To make a whale tail, I'll do a biggish one so that you can see. You get your paper and cut out a circle. then fold it in half, and I probably should have done a bit bigger one. And you just pop that in there like that, nip off that end. Am I going to make it? Nip off that end, and there you have your little whale tail. So you don't need to have, if you haven't got a whale tail, you might have a circle punch. You can draw a circle, and there's your little faux whale tail. Whoops, just pop that one up there a minute. Okay, so once you've done that, you could decorate the front if you wanted to, or the back of the envelope it would be, wouldn't it, like that? You could put something on there, or you could do like I did with Nat's and just, oh, let the cat out the bag. Shh, don't tell her, don't tell her. Okay, now I did, didn't I? Oh, and I can't edit that out. Uh-oh. Oh well, it'll be a bit of a surprise, won't it? Okay. So, I don't know that I need to make another one. Well, why not? Let's do a scrapbook one. Where did I put my scrapbook page? Because I mean, you can decorate them however you like. I mean, now that I've shown you, I mean, it's really quite simple. So we'll do another one just so that you can get the gist of it again. Okay, so let's do this one. So we'll make it 6 by 6 so that I've got the I can use half of the paper, although probably 5. Let's do a 5-inch one, because what that was. Let's do a 6 and see what happens. There you go. So then basically, and this has got a real old worldy vintage effect, so then you just decide where you want it, like that, or you could do it do it this way, so we can do it like that. So there again, you've got your, and then a little bit of a gap at the top there. And like I think I said earlier, I'm sure somebody else has done this, but I'm just rehashing. So when you do this, 1/2 inch, let's do 3/4 on this one, and we want it from there down, flip it over and go up to that score line, and you could probably go from that score line up to the top there. Anyway, we'll do that in a minute. Okay, so then you basically want to cut a V there and cut that bit off, a V there and cut that bit off, and then if you can see your line here, cut your V off there and save. Will I be straight enough? I probably won't. Let's go here again. See how good I am, hey? I will do it this way, and I'll cut the 3/4 off there. So So that's right on there. Well, I wasn't far off. And this one 3/4 there. And that's just there. Just a little bit off there. So that's all the shape is. Then that goes up. Your pieces fold in. Now this one, I've actually cut them a bit higher, haven't I? So let's just look. It needs to be to there. So up to there. There you've got it. So you've got your little pocket, and then you can put your, and this is what I did before, I just lined it up to the bottom of that circle there and punched the hole. So that's with the circle punch. Now if you don't like the idea of this being over there, put it underneath. And that's just as nice. Well, let's do it like that this time, just to let's do both together this way. So there's a couple of little envelopes to go in Happy Mail. You can even put them in your journal over like that. Pardon me. Round the corners off like that. Okay. And what about this time? We improvise and just have a square like that. So we've got a little square, and we'll ink glue all the way down on that one. So this, you know, if you haven't got a whale tail, no problem, just cut a piece, and we'll just pop that, center it like that. There. And you know, we could just go a little strip like that. And there's another closure. You've got your pocket in there, and that pocket can come down this far with, you know, a big flap like that. But it's nice, you can fill it up with goodies to send off in Happy Mail, or pop it on a journal page. It would still look really nice that way. So very simple and easy today. Two little, plus the one that's gone off to you know who, and then the other side you can just decorate, or it goes onto your journal page and do whatever you want to do with it. So I hope that's a little helpful little project. You can do any way you like. So let me know if you're on Instagram. Pop some on the Instagram and share. Join me in on it so I can see if you've made any. Would love to see that. My Instagram is down the bottom. I am on Facebook, but it's a personal page. I'm in with a few different groups that you might see me around. It's Jeanette Thomas Dawkins, not Crafty Dork. So I hope you enjoyed this little project. Until we meet next time, happy crafting and bye for now.